Hello everyone, my name is Yaqing Wang. Today I'm going to talk about a lesson for piano beginners. My bachelor's degree is in Anhui Normal University in China, and now my master's degree is in Cardiff University. My major is piano performance. When I became a piano teacher in the last 3 years, I knew many students meet difficulties when they play the piano, so I hope this lesson will be helpful to those students who are piano beginners. And I will let you know how to play the piano in a correct way. Now we will discuss how to play the piano in a correct way. That requires cooperation of all parts of your body. Now I will show you. So now we will see this is a real piano. And this is piano bench. Before you want to play the piano, you should sit on 2/3 of the bench, not entirely bench. So after you sit on the bench, you should relax all parts of your body, like this. Not too nervous or hardened. And your waist should be straight, and your head should be up. This is to make you have a good mental when you play the piano. And your leg should be relaxed naturally, not too nervous like this. Because between your legs you should have some distance. Your foot should not rely on the piano or stretch too long. You should put it in suitable position. And when you play the piano, your leg and your foot not shake up. And then you should relax your wrists and all parts of your joints. And your palm, like holding an egg in the palm, should be upwards. And your palm should not fall down or posted on the keys or piano. Then the height of the wrists should not be too high or too low. If it's too high, it will cause the power not be transmitted from the arm to your fingers. If it's too low, you couldn't have a good posture to play the piano. So you should keep your wrists and palm at the same height as much as possible, like this. So after we have a good condition to play the piano, we should pay more attention on how to use our finger to touch the keys. It's very important when we play the piano. You should know this is fingers thing, not other force to press on. You should use your finger, touch the keys with fingertips, like this. And you should know you cannot bend joints, like this. Like this. This is not incorrect. You should use fingers with relaxed condition to touch the keys. Your fingers should actively touch the keys. That means you should have the mind to remind your fingers. Relax and stretch up in the sky. And then touch the keys decisively. After you touch the keys, you should transfer the power to the keys. And you should touch the keys steadily. Do not shake your fingers. because this will cause the sound to be unstable. So now I will show you each fingers to touch the keys in a correct way. So firstly, relax and up, and then touch the key. Up, touch. Up, touch. Up, up. So now you will have a good condition to touch the keys. You should know your fingers should relax completely in the sky. It will ensure that your sound should be fully. Now I will show you the left hand to touch the keys. Firstly, you should have relaxed condition and relax all parts of your body. So firstly, up, touch. Up, touch. Up, touch. Up, touch. Up. So after we know how to touch the keys, we should name the notes in the octave. So we just see white keys. So working from middle C, and then it's D, E, F, G, A, B, and then return to the C again. Repeat again. C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. This is a piece from Chopin. The book or composer requires us to use some fingerings to play some notes. That means, in order to play the piano well, you need to use some proper fingerings. Now, we will number the fingers. Left hand. The finger number is go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After we know how to number the fingers and how to touch the keys, now I want to introduce the word of music, clef and staff. Clef is a musical symbol to indicate the pitch of the notes, and usually it placed on the staff to show different name and pitch of the notes. In this paper, you can see two different kinds of clef and staff. These clefs are most popularly used in music. So this one called treble clef, and this one is bass clef. Then I want to talk about staff. Staff is a set of 5 horizontal lines and 4 spaces. The lines and spaces are numbered from bottom to the top. So, the bottom line is first line. The top line is the 5th line. Here I just show you Some notes in octave. The first note I want to introduce is the middle C. It's here. Middle C is notated with a larger line below the bottom line of treble clef and above the top line of the bass clef. The pitch of the notes in the staff is the same as piano keys. They have the same order, from the low to the high, from C to the C. In treble clef, we go from the middle C as the order of piano keys, from the low to the high. So after middle C is D. The pitch of D is higher than C. And then it's E. E is on the first line. Next is F. F is chord first space between first line and second line. Next is G on the second line. Then is A between second line and third line, chord second space. Then is B on the third line. Finally is C on the third space. In bass clef, we go from middle C, from the pitch of high to the pitch of low. So after middle C, the lower note is B. Then is A on the fifth line. Then is G on the fourth space. Then is F on the fourth line. Next is E on the third space. Next is D on the third line. Finally is C on the second space. Now I'm going to introduce different note and the rest note. So firstly, it's called the whole note. The duration of the whole note is 4. And then it's a half note. The duration is 2. Then it's a quarter note, have a duration of 1. Then it's the eighth note. It's half of a quarter note. Dotted half notes have a duration of 3. These are rest. The rest is a musical notation sign that shows the absence of the sound. Each rest symbol shows how long the line should last. So this one called quarter rest. It means the line should last the duration of 1, and this is the eighth rest. Last half of the quarter rest note. And this rest are placed on the third space, showed the line should last the duration of 2. Now I would give you a simple homework, a simple piece called Jingle Bells. Follow me to see this piece. In this piece, time signature is 4/4. It means in this one bar, it has 4 quarter notes. So I suggest that when you play this piece, you can read 1, 2, 3, 4 to control your speed very steadily. And then we should analyze each note, such as G. The duration of G is 1 because G is quarter note in this piece. And such like this G have the duration of 3 because it's dotted half notes. So when we analyze each note in this piece, and then we use our right hand and left hand to play this piece separately. And another point I want to remind you is that you must use some proper fingerings to use some notes such as this. Your 3 fingerings to play E. And before the first note of G, they have the rest duration of 3. So we should give the absence of 3, and we read 1, 2, 3, and then play the first note. And in this piece, the treble clef, we use our right hand to play. Bass clef, we use our left hand to play. So firstly, we use our right hand to play treble clef. And we find that in the first bar, you don't have notes, so we should wait on the keys for duration of 4 beats. And then in the second bar, the first beats are also raised. And then use our third fingering to touch the E. Now I will show you. From the beginning, we read 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then use our left hand to play bass clef. So in the first bar, we rest 3 beats. So I will give you a speed, the same speed as the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we use our 4th fingering to touch the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. After we practice this piece with each hand separately, now we are going to use our both hands to practice completely. That means your both hands should cooperate with each other. You should prepare in advance and then use the same speed and read 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, speech is I want to teach you in this piece. And I give you homework is at the beginning you use a slow speed to practice, and then practice very fluently and not make mistake. This is the end of this lesson. I hope this will be helpful to you when you play the piano. Thanks for listening.